With just a few clicks, it comes to life, a buddy who understands. Let's build a chatbot side by side. It's simpler than you had planned. Remember when bots were so rigid? Stuck in their if this then that maze. Now with AI, they're like magic, adapting in so many ways. So come along, let's break the mold, create with ease and cheer. Our chatbots learn, they're never old. A new friend always near. No need for codes or puzzling scripts. Our playground's wide and clear. We'll teach our bots with just a few tips, and they'll learn to hold us dear. Do you want to build a chatbot?
What did you think? Did you guys hear that? I don't know if it went through. I literally made that parody off of Do You Want to Build a Snowman like 5 minutes ago. I just did it. And then I wrote it in ChatGPT and I threw it into 11 Labs. I was hoping to get like a audiogram thing where it showed the words. Didn't have time. Too close. Did you hear it though? I want to know. Did you hear it? Welcome. Good morning. My name's Kelly Mirabella. You just call me Kelly. Some people call me the queen of chatbots. You call me what you want. Just don't call me names. I'll come at you. And I'm pretty pumped. This morning, we're going to just do some building. I'm going to build a fast bot. We're going to do it fast and it's going to be multilingual and it's going to be awesome. It really is. I hope. I believe I can do it. Did anyone hear? I need to know from you in the chat. Did you hear the intro? There were only like a couple people. You guys missed out. I did a whole, do you want to build a chatbot? Right? It was awesome. I didn't sing like that because it was virtual, Kelly. We are going to build Joe Mama's Coffee chat automation today. Joe Mama has an AI assistant that we're going to name Joanne. I'm going to show you from the beginning, how to set up your account for the first time. So if you've been struggling like with the platform, this is the one. This is the one. I'm going to show you. We have a couple things. Let me look at what's on my to-do. We're going to set up the CBB. We're going to include how to put the dang logo because it drove me nuts. I couldn't figure it out. I know sometimes I'm like, I'm going to show you how to do it within CBB, and then how to add a knowledge base. Now, to be fair, my knowledge base is done. It's already done because I use the 5 Ps. I did my lessons. I watched Ryan's thing on 5 Ps of prompt engineering, so you know it's done. We're going to put that in there. We're going to update the welcome message. We're going to test it, make sure it's multilingual, instant multilingual, 50 plus. People are saying that they missed it. It's okay. I'll share it after the show. I'll share my parody. It was pretty cute. I love a parody. We're going to test it multilingual. And then we're also going to add a Facebook page and create a comment growth tool. And this time, y'all, I brought snacks. So I don't necessarily have to leave because it's lunch. I mean, I don't like doing lives 2 hours long, and this is supposed to be fast. But let's get into it. Welcome. How's everyone doing this morning? Have you heard the news? I'm now the COO of Chatbot Builder, Chief Operating Officer. I'm here to whip some people into shape. They call me the internet mom, and that'll be fun. So let me show my screen so we can get into this. That sounds like the way to go, right? You want to just dive right in. There it is. You guys see that all right? Let me look at my screen and make sure. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good to me. Can you hear me okay? Good morning. I love all the comments. That's why I keep looking to the side. I'm looking at my comments. Okay. So the first thing you do, if you're new, those of you who aren't new to CBB, just, come along. You're going to go to this like sign up. You can go to sign up. I've already signed up. So I'm going to go to log in. I'm just going to log in because I don't want to create multiple accounts. There we go. All right. So when you first sign up, you're going to go to a page like this. And I think for you guys, it might just give you the web chat option. I think for new people, I don't know if you right off the bat get all these. I think Ryan just told me like yesterday that he's making it so that new people who are just signing up for the first time, you're just going to get the web chat. And that's okay. Because this is always where I would suggest you start when you're building a chat automation. Always start with the web chat and then build everything out that you can build out. That's not like a comment automation or something. And then test it. Test is best. Go to the community, say, yo, what needs to change? Get some ideas. You don't have to do all the things. And then you can add, Messenger and WhatsApp and Instagram, all those things that you need to do, right? So let's go to continue next to web chat. And we're going to name our bot Joe Mama's Coffee. Joe Mama, located fictionally. It's a fictional place, so don't go like looking, but fictionally, it's located in my old college town of Durango, Colorado. Joe Mama's Coffee. Here we go. All right, so this is where you're going to go. This is like the first place. So you're going to name your bot. You can change the name of the bot later. Like, don't feel like you're tied down. My first stop is over to the settings because I hate, you're going to see this. Look, I hate this little robot face. I'm like, nah, we need something. Because look at this. Look at all these test accounts I have. We can't have all these robots. This drives me nuts. And this is what I told you. It took me forever to find it. I need them to like make a button. Oh, you did get the whole list. Doug says he got the whole list. But this is my advice to you. Don't start anywhere but web chat. Start at the web chat because that's going to help you really test it before you launch it. And you can show clients and all this stuff. It's just the way to go. So this is settings. This is just general. I'm not going to do anything with default reply. Let's put our target country. I'm in the United States. Default language for me is English. It already is going to set your time zone based on where you're located. And then brand color. My brand is kind of like a forest green. So can we move this up just a little? It's like that. That's pretty. Oh, no, come back. You gotta hit okay. And then down here, do you see this down here? It says change account logo. Let me tell you, it took me forever to find this thing the other day. I was like, just click on that annoying head, the gray head, and throw your logo in there. Look at this. I spent way too much time on this logo this morning. Joe Mama's Coffee. And then what will happen is when you have several different accounts that you're managing, you'll see I do. Look at, I'm a visual person, so this is going to help me find Joe Mama faster. Where is, because I'm there. I'm already in it. There she is. All right. Next stop for me. I'm sorry. This is just annoying me. Okay. And then you have to hit save. We did it. Okay. So the next, I'm pretty sure you could change the name later. Rename account right next to the see, rename. If I don't want to call it Joe Mama's, maybe I spelt mama wrong because I do that. I go M-O because I'm thinking mommy, mama, M-O-M-M-A. That's not right? It's Joe Mama, A-M-A. You can change it. Just go to the, it's changing, to the general. Scroll all the way down, rename account. We cool? We kosher? Cool. So the next step is we're going to go make our bot smart. Go to integrations. Now, yes, you have a lot of options. And I know y'all get super excited, but just like I was saying in the live last night, like let's learn how to walk before we learn how to sprint. We have OpenAI, we have Google Gemini, and we have Claude. But OpenAI's Turbo 3.5 Turbo, it's already in there. You don't have to go and get your own API. There's none of that. I want to keep it simple today. Simple bots sell. Listen, and this bot is nothing simple to our clients. It's just simple for us to build. So that's what I mean by simple bots. We're going to click on OpenAI. And we have a couple options. We have OpenAI where it says edit. That's going to be our first stop. I'll explain in a minute. AutoGPT is acting as my default message. If you don't need a specific default message, if you're not doing a whole bunch of crazy fancy stuff and you're just building Joe Mama's Coffee basic bot, right? Then you just leave this. This is fine for now until you get real ninja-y. Assistants, we're not even going to touch it. We're not going to touch it because we're building the basic bots that are going to sell. Don't worry about prompt templates. Functions we will get into. This is kind of how we make our bot smart and to collect things. Kind of like what you would use a user input in a legacy platform. We're going to use functions because what they are basically triggers or instructions to the AI. Like, hey, if they start talking about this, like let's send them this or let's capture this. So that's how I see functions. So the first stop here is OpenAI edit. And this is where your master knowledge base. Now I already told you I built my knowledge base already this morning because I did not want to spend an hour going back and forth. It did not take me an hour. It took me about 30 minutes to write this, but I didn't want to spend 30 minutes doing something that was not largely what you need to learn, which is build the bot. All right, so there it is. It has the P's, the 5 P's: purpose, profile, proficiency or something is in here. Where is it? Oh, persistency. There it is. Boop. What's the other one? People. I think that's it. All right. So the persistency is really important. I want to spend a minute just explaining that to you. This is like the example of how you want the AI to converse. Undesired conversations. So my undesired conversation, Joanne skillfully redirects off-topic discussions back to coffee or relevant Durango inquiries, maintaining a humorous and informative tone. Desired conversations. This is what we want her to do. Encourages and addresses questions about coffee. And then when directly related, inquiries about Durango, Colorado, offering accurate, engaging, and contextually appropriate responses. And then examples. This is so important. I think this is a step that people miss. Example conversations, you want to put them in there. You'll see this is a coffee expert is basically what I built. And you're going to see, I want you to notice this. I don't know how much you can read here, but I'm not giving like a vector file on every coffee bean in the world. I don't have to do that. GPT knows about coffee. Do not train your AI on things it already knows. So if you want to build a sommelier expert, I just did this the other day as a test, you don't have to write about you don't have to add files and, people are just crazy about these vectors. You don't need them. You don't have to add all the documents, okay? Because ChatGPT probably already knows it. ChatGPT knows everything about Durango, Colorado, and everything about coffee. I don't have to add all that. But then I also want to put some things in there. Like if the user asks what hot springs are near Durango, it's going to give an answer. I love this one. Do you speak any other languages? I do notice when people are testing bots, instead of actually speaking the language, they'll be like, do you speak Spanish? And the bot's like, no, I'm an AI assistant. I just speak English. I'm like, that it does speak Spanish. You just have to start speaking. So I added that example in here because I see it. Do you speak any other languages? Absolutely. Just go ahead and type your question in your language. And at the top here, under my purpose, I put here, always respond in the same language as the user. So if I think somebody in the group yesterday in the Discord was asking about that. So there you go. All right. Down here, we have functions. So anytime you create a function, which we are going to do today, you're going to add that function here. And you're also going to add context to your prompt. So there are some updates that need to happen as we do this. What I find is I get ahead of myself and I forget a step. So if your function's not working, you probably forgot a step. And honestly, I should create a checklist on functions because there are a couple steps. You got to kind of organize yourself. You got to build some flows and you got to add your function here and you got to make sure it's in your prompt. So once we create that function, it's going to go here. Right now, we just have the already built in connect user to human. It's already built in. Okay. And then more options. Don't even worry about this. Continue. All right, the bot's pretty much done. I told you it was fast. Let's go to flows. Over here is your flow builder. This is kind of where the magic happens. And you can see on all new accounts, you're going to get this really nice looking streamlined template. We already built everything for you. Ryan made it super easy for you. So if we go to welcome messages, this is super cool. Like you do not have to build a crazy chat automation to make this super cool, but check this out. So this, if you have never seen this before, the way he has it set up here is you have the OpenAI, which we're going to have a look at, which basically is like a mini prompt. You have your master prompt, and then you have this welcome message, which is like the mini prompt. And then the prompt, so the person is going to get greeted by this prompt. So then it has like the text that the AI is going to come up with. So what that looks like, this is already built out. I didn't have to build this. This is already in your new accounts. It just says you are the helpful assistant for account name. So you don't even have to do anything here. It's done. Unless you want to put a specific tone of voice, you could say something like, you are friendly with a bit of humor. Just do that. Like easy peasy, right? So then we're going to have the user's message is the last input. The welcome message is where we're saving the AI's response in this case. And that's what you see over here. It's kind of darked out, but that's where we put the text. If you don't have that, it's not going to respond because there's no text. And then if there's functions, which we don't need functions in the welcome message because the default reply is going to take over. Do we need to remember conversations? That's up to you. In this case, we're going to leave it at, you know what? I like to say yes, but in this case, I'm going to say no because it's the welcome message. I kind of want it to like reset every time. All right, so that's it. I didn't really, it's done. It's absolutely done. So then the next step Yes, you do get, someone asked, let me answer this question. Do I get access to Discord server when I sign up for CBB? Yes. If you look at my, hold on, let me get out of this wrong blank. Let me go back to my main screen here. And you see over here, this file, this menu, this kind of like the master menu. There's the Discord. Just click there. We also have the Facebook group. And we have the GPT store where there are free templates. One of my favorite templates, which I think, let me add it to my to-do list because I think it's a really valuable template to add every time you do Facebook Messenger, which is what we're doing today, is the phishing bot, which basically like filters and blocks all the phishing spammy messages that Facebook pages get that are like super big problem right now. We got to fix for that. So, all right. Default replies. I don't have to worry about default replies right now because I'm using Auto GPT, right? If I want to use the default reply, what I would do is I would select what I'm using as my default reply, and then I would go over to integrations, OpenAI, and I'd turn this off. You cannot have both on at the same time because if you have both on at the same time, Auto GPT is gonna be the boss and like ignore your commands. But I'm gonna keep it Auto GPT. This thing is done. I told you it was a fast bot. Let's test it. Man, endpoint links. No, I know where I want to go. Sorry. There's a couple ways you can go about testing that. I haven't tested it this way yet, but this is the way I was told to do it. So we're going to go to web chat because that's what we have in here. I'm going to add this test web. I think this is right. I don't know. Welcome message is the welcome message. I don't need to worry about any of this. Save. Let's see if it works. All right, so we're going to get the link, I guess. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, we'll do something else. All right, see now, this is why I wanted to do it this way. You see the little mic? Y'all have been looking for this mic. So there's been a change. It's not a bug. I need y'all to understand this. I see you in the Discord asking about the mic. The reason I went about testing it this way and not testing it in the flows and then the preview was because I wanted to show this. So if I went to welcome, I could preview it here. By going here and say preview link, watch the difference. I think it'll be different. Yeah. So if I'm previewing there, no mic. And y'all are losing your minds, right? You're like, where's the mic? There's a bug. The mic's not working. The mic's, it's fine. Y'all, deep breaths. Okay. We're going to have a post going out soon that's going to explain why it was done, but it was messing up links and the trade-off wasn't working for us anymore. So this was the workaround. So if you want to test it with the mic, if you want your chatbot to work with the mic, in the web chat, do it from the link that I showed you. Okay. So here we are. And let's start by typing instead of miking it up. So let's just look at this. Can you guys see this all right? I want to make sure it's big enough that y'all are getting, I think it needs to be moved over just a scotch. Come here, screen. There, that's a little bit. I just want you to see that full range, and let's make it a little bigger before we test it. All right. What do you guys want to know about the coffee? I'm going on a camping trip and I want to know what is the best way to prepare coffee on my camping trip. There will be no electricity, but I cannot live without coffee in the morning. Let's see what she says. Joe Mama's coffee. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to do some changes, but basically, here we go. The call of the wild and the need for that morning brew. Fear not, adventurous coffee lover. I've got you covered for your camping trip without electricity. Here are a few ways to brew up a delicious cup of coffee. The cowboy coffee is going to give me different methods, and every one of these are excellent methods. So I don't like these little asterisks. There is a way to fix that in your prompt. We can work on that in a minute, but I want to continue to test. Let's do this. I don't speak another language, so I need ChatGPT to help me come up with something in another language. What are the best ski resorts in Durango, Colorado? Okay, so it's going to write it in Spanish. This is just a GPT that I wrote that basically translates everything back and forth between English and Spanish because I'll be doing a lot of that. It's pretty small. It's okay. I can make it bigger for you. Man, I used to snowboard in purgatory. No, I don't want you to answer the question. Jesus, I need to fix this thing. I think because I posted as a question. Let's go over here. GPT-3. Translate this to Spanish. All right, that's the one I want. Let's copy that. All right, let's go test her out. Joe Mama, in Spanish. Can she switch gears? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. In Spanish, absolutamente entusiasta. I can't do it. De la nieve cerca de Durango te espera una variedad de excelentes destinos para esquiar. I do not speak Spanish. I realize it's a little small. It's because it's on the screen. I can't really, I mean, there's not much else I could do. I could make it like, let's try it out. Hold on. I mean, if you really want to read it, there it is. I could be like, hey, can you tell me what is the best coffee type of bean to make in an espresso machine? Okay, so I'm like talking to it. Let's see if it responds.
For that perfect espresso shot, you'll want to go with Arabica beans. They're like the smooth jazz notes of coffee, creating a balanced and flavorful espresso. Arabica beans are known for their sweetness, acidity, and aromatic qualities, making them ideal for your espresso machine. Enjoy the rich and nuanced flavors in every sip.
You want to know how to impress a client? Do that. Did you see in anywhere in my setup for this fast multilingual bot, anywhere in this setup, did I at any point set a voice thing up? Did I? No, built in, bro. It's built in. Now, if you want to get fancy and use your own voice or use Snoop Dogg's voice, you could use 11 Labs. And I'm telling you, it's already built in. It's already built in. Let me make this a little smaller because that's too big. All you have to do is connect it. So if you want to use your own voice, train it on your own voice, you can go down to integrations. It's either integrations. Look at this. 11 Labs. There you go. But like, I don't know, Joanne sounded pretty good. I don't know about you, but dang, Joanne. Joanne, thank you so much. That was so helpful. Can you tell me what is the best ski resort that is closest to Durango for that awesome powder for snowboarding? Listen.
You're welcome. If you're seeking that epic powder for snowboarding near Durango, Purgatory Resort is your go-to spot. Just about 25 miles north of Durango,
It's actually accurate.
Purgatory is known for its fantastic snow conditions and family-friendly
True.
atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to carve through some fresh powder and enjoy the thrill of snowboarding in a picturesque setting.
Okay, Joel here is like, yo, the deepness is a little, listen, it's androgynous, okay? You could change it. It's okay. You don't like it? Maybe you have a Joe and you don't have a Joanne, okay? That's fine. Watch. Let's go to our flows. Default. This is where we get into like the defaults, right? And like even in the welcome message is where we get into it a little bit. We go over to the audio and you're going to, well, obviously click into it. The voice is built in, Rick. It's built in. It's done. You want to go show a client this and blow their mind? And like, how long did it what time is it? This is like the fastest build ever. Tell me that you're not, anyone not impressed right now? I just built an audio multilingual chatbot in less than 20 minutes. Done. You get on a call with a client, you're on a Zoom and they're like, this is kind of what I'm looking for. You're like, you want to play with something? Let's jump on. What are your most frequently questions? Do you have an FAQ page? Copy, paste, boom, boom, boom. Here, play with this. And they're like, their minds are getting, it is unreal. It's absolutely unreal. You guys have never seen anything like that because there's nothing like this. This is why I am the COO of this company. You understand now? Are we on the same page? All right, listen, I told you I was going to show you how to update this. All right. OpenAI message. I think it's this one. It's not this one. Where is it? I got to go in and like change the voice. The voice type is shimmer. Maybe we don't want, I don't need Kelly's voice here. Shimmer. What's Nova sound like? Can we test Nova out? Publish. I gotta see what Nova sounds like. Oh, that's right. Oh,
Hello, how can I assist you today?
see, she's a little bit more feminine, right? A little bit more feminine, or maybe Nova's not the one. You still don't like her. You're like, Onyx. Can we try that one? This stuff makes me so freaking excited. Okay.
I'm here to help with any questions you may have about Joe Mama's coffee.
Listen, that is not for me. That just gave me chills. I didn't like that. I was like, nope. Let's not use Onyx again. I'm gonna have nightmares. Everyone's like, what the heck? Let's not have nightmares. My auto thing is like, screw. Can I turn you off right now? I need you off, bro. No, don't. Okay. Sorry. Alloy, Fable. These are just the basic voices that you can play with that are built in. Like I said, you can go in and you can add custom voices with 11 Labs. I have my own custom voice. If you were here for the beginning,
Feel free to ask me anything you'd like to know about Joe Mama's coffee.
I know why that's happening. It's because I have 2 tabs open. I apologize for that weird echo that's giving me nightmares.
Feel free to ask me anything you'd like to know about Joe Mama's coffee.
There it is. Oh, that was much better. What's this one sound like?
I'm here to help with any questions you may have about Joe Mama's coffee.
Okay, that went from nightmares to dreams. We had too much fun. Yeah, it was like we were under the grave. It wasn't their voice's fault. It was my fault. I had too many tabs open and they were all playing automatically. Oh man, killing me. Okay, so I told you we're gonna do some fun things today. Let's head back. Actually, I should have changed that back because it's Joanne, but whatever. Next on the list, we've set up, this is what we've done so far. We set up our account, boom. Add knowledge base, boom. Updated welcome message, boom, boom. Tested language capabilities, come on, it's instant. It's all ready. And by the way, you could talk to it. I can't talk to, you want to try? I will give you the best Spanish I can give you and we'll see if it responds. We'll see. Oops, no, I don't want to go. Yeah, it was here. Again, this is where I'm going to get that to test the web chat. Manage to test the mic. Mic drop. Okay. Let's test it. Remember, she's not going to be my girl anymore. All right. I don't know how to say this. Let me see if I can read something off. Nope. This one. Translate the following to Spanish. What's something simple? What is the best way to make coffee at home if I am new to drinking coffee? Y'all are going to be testing my Spanish skills. You know, I took Spanish for 7 years. Man, I can't speak it for a lick. Like, not at all. Okay, I'm going to try. Should I practice? ¿Cuál es la mejor manera de preparar café en casa si soy nuevo en el consumo de café? Let's try it. I don't know if she's going to be able to pick up on my horrible Spanish skills, but let's try it. ¿Cuál es la mejor manera de preparar café en casa de soy nuevo en el consumo de café? I'm about to blow your mind, aren't I? I feel like it has to work. It has to work. Sorry, I got excited. Now I'm getting hungry just sitting here waiting. I might have broken the bot. Wait.
Bienvenido al mundo del café. Si eres nuevo en esto, te recomendaría comenzar con un método sencillo y efectivo como la cafetera de goteo.
Bro.
Aquí tienes una guía rápida para preparar café en casa. 1. Ingredientes. Café recién molido, preferiblemente de tueste medio. Agua limpia y filtrada. Cafetera de goteo. Filtro de papel. Pasos. Muele los granos de café en un molinillo si no tienes café premolido. Coloca el filtro en la cesta de la cafetera y añade la cantidad adecuada de café molido. Llena el depósito de agua con la cantidad deseada. Enciende la cafetera y deja que el
Okay.
agua
I mean, you get the point. I mean, bro. Whoa. He sounded like he's reading one of those novels that feature Fabio, right? I was like, the voice of dreams. Okay. So done. All right. That was another thing. Done. Tested language capabilities. I did have a question from Alvin. I don't know the answer. I feel like that's in the prompt. I used to tell people like your chatbots are only as good as the builder. Now it's like chatbots are only good as the prompt. I do think it's possible. I haven't tested it yet, so I can't give you a definite answer, but I bet you it's possible because you could build a chatbot to teach you how to speak a language. It could be like your study buddy. All right, you ready for step 2? Any questions so far before we move on to step 2? Because Kelly needs some ayuda. Ayúdame. I need some help. Ayúdame. All right. That was bad, right? No, it was so good. The bot picked up. I mean, my Spanish sucks, but the bot took it and ran. And you saw it. I did not touch anything. Like the only thing I did was show you how to change the languages the voices if you want. So the next step is we're going to connect a Facebook Messenger page, and there is going to be a hiccup, and that is by design because I want to show you because it's likely you're going to have this hiccup. So let's head over back to our main spot. Let's go analytics. No, we're going to go to settings. All right. We want to add Messenger. So let's go to channels. And just so that you guys know, because we do get this question a lot, like how many accounts can I have under my thing? Well, like under your own name, each brand has its own account. So you see all these, like if I were paying for all these, most of these are just trials, but if I were paying for all these, then it would be $49 per brand, per company. And under that company, you can have unlimited channels. So one company can have one Facebook page, one WhatsApp, one Instagram, one Google My Business. You can actually have multiple web chats, one SMS, a voice, a Telegram, a Viber, email, etc. So each brand has its own account, if that makes sense to you. Unlimited seats, millions of tokens. The answer was correct. Sweet. My bot is smarter than me. I love it. So we're gonna connect Facebook Messenger, and just because you know I love you, I created a whole Facebook page just for today's lesson. But here, you see, it's not here. It's not here. What do I do? Where's Joe's coffee? This is what you got to do. Look, I'm looking for Joe's coffee. It's not on my list. I'm freaking out at this point, right? I'm like stressing out. It's okay. I got you. Pay attention though. It's gonna go quick. Go to your account, your personal account. Go to settings and privacy. Go to settings, privacy, settings. Over here on the left side, scroll it down, go to business integrations and find Chatbot Builder. Now, if you've never connected it, see, I've already connected it. So this is why I'm having this problem. If you've never connected it, you'll be able to do this at the connection. You won't have the same problem if you've never connected. But if this comes up, it's an easy fix. Just go to view and edit. And then you just need to go down and find like all the pages. I don't have Instagram accounts for this, but if you do, you would need to find it, check it. Pages, here's the one. Find Joe Mama. There she is. Joe Mama Coffee. Over here, I don't have Instagram accounts, but we'll double check just to be safe. Pages, Joe Mama. Just go down, look for it. Joe Mama. More page stuff. She's at the bottom. Joe Mama Coffee. I do a webinar for ChatGPT, and it's like, not your mama's ChatGPT class, because you know it. That's right. All right. I got a little ahead of myself. So let's, again, just find it, click it. You could do all of them. I just try to keep things streamlined and only bring in what I want. I don't need all these pages. This is fine. This is fine. Everything else is fine. Do not push remove. Click save. All right. Now we're going to head back over to, where is it? This one. We're going to just, there it is. Boom. Joe Mama. Fixed. Connect. Connected. Can you connect a client's Facebook account to see how it's done? I just did. Let's say Joe Mama's my client. You need to be an admin on their page in order to connect them. So I have 2 clients. I don't want to show you because you guys go and mess with my clients' accounts and then it pisses me off and I don't want to have to come at you, because you should never go to someone's client's account to test a bot. That is rude. If you want to test a bot, you go to one of my many active bots. But if you are an agency and you've never done this before, you need to have admin or at least the highest enough access that you can add third-party tools and you can manage the messages. Now, here's the other thing that you're going to do. Before we build any bots, we're going to go back over to Facebook. We're going to log into Joe Mama because you're an admin, right? You're going to go to new page experience. By the way, someone asked me the other day, can we do chat automations on Facebook Reels? And I discovered the answer because someone was saying it doesn't work. It only works in the new page experience. So if you still have the old page experience, how many flows per account? As many as your heart desires, man. Don't go too crazy though. You don't need that many. Unless you're me, and then you'll see I have too many. All right, where were we? New page experience. You're going to go to advanced messaging, and you need to do handover protocol. So when you add Instagram, you're going to need to do this as well. And what this does is it basically says to Meta, hey, if a message comes in, the first that we're going to hand that task over to this app. This app is going to handle it. And so we're going to configure, select Chatbot Builder. Okay? Configure, select Chatbot Builder. I don't have to do Instagram in this case because Instagram is not an account I'm connected to. I did not create an Instagram account just so we could do it. Sorry, not sorry. But when you do, your Instagram account, number one, needs to be connected to the company's business page through Business Suite. And then you would, just like before, you connect it on the CBB side and then come into the back end, advanced messaging, and configure. And you'll see that it automatically adds ChatGPT Builder.io. This is the app. This is where we run our actual flows through on whitelist. The other thing you can do, request features. I don't really need to do it, but we always want to, if you plan on using one-time notifications, go ahead and request that and it'll put in a request and then you can start using that feature as well. So that's cool. All right. So now we've done all the technical stuff. That's as technical as it gets. And as you can see, I now have Messenger and web chat in my bot. I already we should come up with a full checklist for onboarding a new client. That's a great idea. I love that. How many features only work in the new page experience? I don't know. I am by no means not trying to be a Facebook meta expert because they change too much. I've niched down to just messages, but I will say that for the comment automation, it works on basically everything. It works on lives. It works on for Messenger. It works on for Facebook. Sorry, it works on all your static posts, video posts, and it also works on. But in the new experience, in the for the reel, it has to be the new experience. Everything else works regular except for reels has to be in the new experience. All right, what were we doing next? This is why I have a to-do list. Done. The next thing we're going to do is I like to, whenever I connect Messenger, I want to add the phishing thing because, it just drives me nuts. Let's go to the GPT store. How many of you are managing your clients' Facebook pages and you're getting those messages every day? Not the comments, that I'm working on a solution for that. But look, it says delete phishing bot GPT. This is free. A lot of these are free. I think most of them are. Click on it. Ryan's the builder. You know that's legit. We're going to say install. It's going to have you log in. I'm already logged into this, but if you're not currently logged in, it's separate. It's a separate login than your CBB account because people can use these. There's GPTs in here. They can use it without an account. It's a whole thing. Anyways, once you're connected and logged in, you pick the page you want to install it in. Joe Mama. Install. It's going to install it like a template and it's going to show up, as you can see here, as a folder. Open that up. There is still work to be done. We're going to delete phishing bot GPT, right? All right. See the instructions? Very easy instructions. It tells you exactly what to do. This is what it says. Add these instructions to the bottom of your AI default reply or in the Auto GPT business info section. Y'all know I'm using the GPT business section because we talked about it. So I'm just going to go, I like to keep double tabs open because I don't like going back and forth. So we're going to go to our settings, go to integrations, go to OpenAI, go to edit. Now, Again, I'm using the GPT, Auto GPT. So it's pulling from this master area. And we're just going to go to the bottom and paste this in. If you have a default message that you've built and connected, this is where you're going to put this information in the default. Okay, so that's the first half. It's so long. There's two. Part 2. Let's take this. This is what I like to do, actually. I hate stars and I hate these little asterisk things. Drives me effing crazy. So bear with me for a second. Let's take this out. Drives me crazy. Please remove all of the from the following text. Do not change anything else. Because it drives me crazy. Did I say add bullets? Did I say add bullets? No. Remove the bullet points. All right, I don't have time for this, but I would be going back and forth with this lady. ChatGPT 3.5 is not listening to me. It's fine. We'll use it. Nope. Is it this one? Yeah. So this is what I avoid doing in my trainings because I don't want to go back and forth on stuff that doesn't matter to you. You guys can go back and forth in your own time. We're building bots here. All right, it's fine. It ended up doing the bullet points as dashes, which is perfectly acceptable. Continue. So what I have officially done now is done. Now this page is protected from those phishing spam messages that come in through the business page messaging that drive your clients crazy and drive you crazy. They're gone. And you're going to be it's set up to give you a notification saying, this has been blocked so that we have a block. And it's very accurate because I have it on my Facebook, my Stellar Media Marketing page, and I've had it since the get, and I have not had a spam message come through since, bro. All right. Rick, you're not going to like my answer. Okay, so if the client has 30 franchises, would it be one account per franchise? Yes. So if they have 30 franchises, I would highly suggest you go into the CBB chatbot and start asking about having a white label account. Because then you can have, I think, up to 50. I think it comes with 50. This is kind of a secret menu item right now, so don't let anyone know I told you. But a white label account essentially is a 50 accounts, and that's how I would do it. And then be sure you're charging your client for that, because I ran like a 30-page account, like it was a franchise. What a pain in the butt, dude. I'm so glad I don't have that client anymore. I mean, they were fun to work with, but so much work. Oh, I feel so short. Let's move up a little bit. Okay, where were we? So now I have no spam messages. That's done. Done. My checklist is getting small. We might make it in an hour. All right, the next thing I want to do is I feel like we need to, you're not done. Sorry. We have to connect a message for it to work. And this is perfect because we're going to do that by going to marketing and creating what I like to call, I think this is also a great thing, is like my page manager. Facebook comment automation. That's where you're going. Boom. Okay. Add. Let's call it Facebook auto. Actually, you don't even have to do that. Before we go on, the phishing bot is done. That's done. It will work. You don't have to connect anything else. The thing I want to show you now is we're going to create a comment growth tool. And I want to create it in a way that it is going to manage the comments for this page. I don't necessarily need it to send messages. You certainly can. So before we build the actual tool, let me show you what it's going to look like. This is called Page Manager. That's what I call it. Those are the things you're going to need. So don't actually do this step first. You're going to need the private reply. Don't ever use text. If you are a CBB user, do not ever use text. Why? Do a flow with an AI, and your AI is going to be talking like specialized, personalized. It's going to be awesome. Or none. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but a lot of times when I do a page manager, I just like to start. I'm just going to say none. And I'm going to do a flow for the public reply. And the idea of a page manager is it's just there in my strategy. You change the strategy how you want it to work. In my strategy, it's just there to respond to comments. That's it. But I will tell you, if you're like, well, what about, that's a lost opportunity. We could like talk to people. If you're going to create a AI page manager like I'm showing you, but you want to send a message, absolutely tag people or do a situation where you're not sending a message to a person that's already received a message within, let's say, a week or something, because they're going to get so annoyed with you. Every time they comment, you're going to send them a message. They're never going to comment again, friend. So if you're going to do that, then definitely create some kind of flow that checks, hey, have we sent this person a message yet? From, like from comments, have we sent this? And if yes, maybe don't bother them unless you have something specific. Now I do create these comment automations. I have this kind that's just kind of my page manager. And then I have specific ones that I build that are specific to my, as it says here, specific flows, specific posts. So like Joe Mama here, maybe I'll have like a weekend special post and I'm all, join us this weekend for our grand opening, hit us with your questions. And then people can comment about that. And then maybe in that case, or like comment below for a special VIP invitation. There's only 100 available. I don't know, whatevs. Whatever you want to say there. So we could do a specific post. But first, let's do this post, the one I'm talking about. All, none, we're going to build a flow. So before we do this, let's go build the flow. So we're going to go over here to flows. And we're going to add a flow. And we're going to call it Page Manager Public. Manager. I always like to write public or private because that way you don't cross hairs. They are built slightly different, these flows. All right, so welcome to my thing. It automatically is going to go here like this. Because it's a public reply, we can make it an omni-channel. If it were a private reply from a comment growth tool, it would be a Facebook comment reply. We'll do that next. This one, I just want to do the comment engagement manager, right? So we're going to do add content. We are going to do actions, OpenAI. And then we're going to click on the OpenAI. And this is where we have to train it on this post. So this is for all the posts. We probably want to train it on the business. Basically, I'm just going to copy and paste. Let me see if I can do it quickly. It's got to be published to work. To do that, it's already all written out, or I can come over here. I have it here. I take it back. Let's just take it from here. And then let's go back over to our build. All right, so you are the helpful assistant. All right, so here's what, I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna put this whole thing in here, but I'm gonna make one change. And you notice that I didn't have this in the first one. We know this because the answers were way too long, right? So let's do this. Keep responses concise, no longer than 4 sentences. That might not be enough for this sort of page, but we can play with it and test it. That's the only change I'm going to make to the thing. Save custom response field. Ooh, you know what? I don't know why. I just always don't do that yet. I don't want to have to retype this whole damn thing. Copy, because it's going to delete it when I change it. Like that. I want to do it as an advance because I want to capture the user's information and respond to them in their language and all this stuff. So I prefer it this way. The user's last input, but I'm actually going to say last Facebook post, Facebook comment. Okay, and then save response to the custom field. Now I have a couple options that are already built in. I guess you could use AI summary. I don't know, there's something about me, I like to call it AI text, just kind of a catch-all for when I want the AI to be saved to the text. So that's what I'm going to save it to. We are not going to have functions because this is the public reply. And then remember the conversation. Now, in this case, I do think you should remember it because maybe they're commenting a couple times. But this is really important here if you're going to have a private message as well. And for a very specific reason, many reasons, but my favorite reason is if someone comments in Spanish or Arabic or Japanese, then I want the private message to be in the same language. Whereas if it's not remembering, then it's going to be they're commenting in their language and we're answering in English most likely. So I want to remember the conversation. Continue. And then this isn't done. So if you like set it up and you're like, why doesn't it work? It's because I need to add the text box, and the text that we add in here, the cuff, where we're saving the AI text, it has to be the same as what we saved it in the settings. So whatever we put here has to be the same as the save response to custom field. Same cuff, okay? The secret menu. Yeah, I meant, no, don't go to support. Just go to Chatbot Builder. Here, so you all know what I'm talking about. Go to chatbotbuilder.ai, go to the chat and be like, hey, do you have a white label agency account I can look at? And it'll like tell you. It's like secret menu. There's also Snoop Dogg in our secret menu. So just fun facts. Okay, publish. I mean, that's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, so let's test it. No, I can't test. This is done. The flow's done. Let's go build the tool. So we're going to go back over to marketing. The only reason this is taking so long is because I'm talking to you. Literally, this page would have been absolutely finished if we weren't doing it as a lesson. So all post, again, this is my overall manager. I'm doing none as a private reply. We're not sending any private replies. Again, you can, but my warning is make sure there's a condition so you're not annoying people, because this is on all posts. Now, if I do it on specific posts, I always send a private reply. We'll do that next. And then reply to all comments, and then more options. Now here, this is where I'm going to be giving you like next level. You ready? I'm going to tell you stuff nobody even thinks about, okay? No, white label is not necessarily the enterprise plan. You can have an agency plan. So we have a white label plan and a which is like the agency plan, and then we have an enterprise plan. The agency plan is secret menu right now because we're going to be relaunching it. I don't even know if I was supposed to tell you that. But get in now because the price is going to go up on that. But that's secret menu. And the difference is with the I'm trying to like remember what we called it. The agency plan, which I'm told is called the white label plan. You get like a white label link. You might have, anyone can get a white label link, by the way, just ask. Like if you have a regular CBB account, you can, and you want your clients to have access to the backend for inbox or something. I think it's like $99 and you get a custom URL on anything. So that's kind of cool. So agency plan up to 50, I think it's up to 50. Don't take my word for that. The bot will know. Up to, let's just say for shits and giggles, up to 50 accounts, like brand accounts, right? So if you have many, many clients, that's the way to go because you're going to save money. Because otherwise, let's see what that would cost. I know we're kind of pausing from the actual instruction, but this seems to be the hot topic right now. $49 per account, let's say 50 accounts would be $2,450. Did I do that right? $49 times 50. Yeah, it's basically $2,500. Now, the agency account, I want to say is like right now $500 or something like that. I don't know off the top of my head. So divided by 50, that brings it down to like $10 an account. I mean, that's freaking cheap as hell. But the enterprise account is like, I want to say it again, pricing is not my thing. I think it's on the website, $2,500, and that's unlimited accounts. So that's if you have an agency that's popping, and then you could charge whatever you want because it's an agency account. Okay, enough with that. The white label plan feature includes within the enterprise plan does not have a separate pricing tier. Okay, ask it about the agency plan. Maybe that'll do it. It's just the language. I know there's a secret menu for agency accounts. I know it. Okay, let's get back to the instructions. We're setting this bad boy up. So we came to the more options. This is where I'm going to tell you the secret sauce. Have you guys seen those comments that come on and they're like, you are in copyright violation. Your page is going to get shut down. We know it's spam. But let me tell you, nothing will scare your clients more than seeing that. And they're going to blame you. They're going to blame your bot. They'll be like, ever since we put your chatbot on our account, we've been getting these. No, friend, this is just happening across the board. Cool. We can exclude comments with these keywords. So what I like to exclude are things like copyright. I want to do copyrights because I know that comes up a lot. Copy. Obviously, if you're a publisher, don't do this because that's like a normal thing. Violation or violation. And then the other one that comes up that I think is pretty unique to those sort of spam things are like permanently. Like we're going to permanently delete you. No one's going to say permanently anywhere else, right? I don't know how to spell permanently, bro. Permanently. All right, and then I'm going to hide these comments. If these keywords come up, just hide them. Just hide those comments. The only people who are going to see them are the spammers and the admin. Everyone else is not going to see them. Okay, the price, you guys, I love it. I love that you're in there. That is the enterprise price. That is not what I'm talking about. This is a different secret menu. There's no secret menu for enterprise. Like, it is what it is. And it's an awesome deal, by the way. Like, I think agencies, if you have more than, I don't know what you charge, like literally I charge like $2,500 for someone to do their ongoing. I don't have a client under $2,000 a month right now. Like, I just don't. I don't even want to bother. So if I'm building chatbots and doing content marketing, man, this client's paying for my enterprise account, and then I'm going to go out and just like kill. So I think the enterprise account's the way to go if you're serious and you're at a tier where that makes sense. But we're not talking about that right now. I mean, we could probably do a whole thing about it, but honestly, I'm going to wait because Ryan's going to be doing announcements with new tiers and new pricing around his birthday. And I don't want to give too much away, but all I know is if you want it, get it while you can. All right. So these are the things I'm hiding. Do we want to only reply to new contacts? No, heck no. Let's like reply to everyone. This is what it's all about. Really? Okay. You know what? This person, I don't know what your real name is, My AI Video Creations. You go to Discord and ask about it, or find me. Send me a message and I will find out. Because I don't know, honestly, the top, I don't know what it looks like. I just know that they'll offer it if you ask. I probably shouldn't even be telling you that super secret menu stuff, but we're like in the middle of an hour. Like we've gone an hour. This is like, no one's watching this long unless they really care. So let's get back to it. Only reply to new contacts. No, I want to reply to everyone. Reply only once to each user in one post. No, I want to reply to everyone. This is my comment manager, right? Like their comment. Heck yeah, I want to like their comment, man. Reply to users who have already commented in other posts. I know that, Rick, but I'm telling you right now, it's a secret menu option. Don't reply to, I love how y'all think I don't know. I know this. I know. I love you all, but listen, it's a secret menu option. Reply to users who have already commented in other posts. Don't reply to replies to comments. So this is like if someone comments and then someone comments under them, would the bot continue on the sub comment thread? Right now, as it sits, it's not going to. This is very much dependent on your type of channel. And I would test this. Like I would keep an eye on this. Anytime you have a client, you should be keeping an eye on it. And we're going to click it off because I want it to reply. Track if user tags others. I'm just going to leave that off for now. Here's the other thing. When you're testing, keep it at immediately. But once you're happy with it, move it to random within 3 minutes, especially on Instagram. On Facebook, it's less important. You could do like in 30 seconds answer. But if you're on Instagram, always put random within 3 minutes. And why? You might be asking why. You know, curious minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm a why person. I like to explain it. Because if you've ever been with a legacy account and you like did the comment growth tool on their account for like Instagram, for instance, and your post went viral, or you just happen to be a big influencer and you just get a lot of comments, or your client gets a lot of comments and interaction, and the bot's like firing off. And most of the legacy platforms do not respond via AI. So it's not personalized responses. It's like canned responses. And yes, I know that some of those platforms allow you to type out random messages. It will rotate. It's not the same. It's not the same. And then the messages are getting sent out really quick. This is one of the ways that we make it so that doesn't happen. This protects your account from getting flagged. So we're going to do random within 3 minutes if you're done testing. We're testing right now. We're going to keep it at immediate. Save it. This thing should be live. Oh, sorry. I always forget this. Turn it on. Literally, this will drive me nuts. Usually I'm creating on my phone and I forget this step. I'm like, why isn't it working? I'm about to like go yell at Ryan or somebody. And then I'm like, oh, duh, I gotta turn it on. All right, let's go to Yo Mama's page. Where is Yo Mama? We have to, if we're gonna test, we gotta test under our own personal profile. You can't test as the actual page. It won't work. So we gotta go find the page. Yo. That's not it. Mama's coffee. Oh, it's right there. It's on my save thing. Yo, Mama. All right, so let's just go look for it. We only have one post right now, so let's try it out. Hey, what city is this coffee shop located in? Just keep it simple. Let us wait very patiently. I'll look at the comments while we wait. Kevin from the DFW. You know, I'm in the DFW, Kevin. I think we've actually chatted are you in the Discord? I'm also in the... yes, Doug wants to know, Ryan mentioned the price is going up. It's not going up for existing co-creators. We will never raise the price on existing co-creators, which means if you don't want to pay the higher prices, buy your accounts now. His birthday, that's what he said. I do not read the man's mind. All I know is that prices will be going up across the board. And we're also going to be reintroducing the agency plan. But I know secret menu agency plans still exist. Like, you just have to ask the right person. Don't go bothering Ryan about that, though. Like, let me bother him because the man gets too many messages. How it is. Did it work yet? Remember, it's not going to send me a message. It's just going to respond to me. It does not look like it worked yet. So let's go find out what happened. Did I not publish my... I bet you that's what it is. So if something doesn't work, what do we need to do? We need to go through and we need to see what's wrong. All right, so we need to see if this is set up correctly. Let's go check all our steps. Yes, you're fine. Oh, you know what? I should probably tell her to respond to people. Keep response. Your purpose, with a layer of humor. She enhances the response or design. Okay, that's fine. Everything there looks great. Last Facebook comment. AI text. That's how I'm saving it. No functions necessary. Remember the conversation. That looks good. This all looks good. Publish. It might have been that. And then we're going to go to, this is Page Manager Public. Let's go over here. Let's go to our marketing. This is why we test everything before we give it to our client, right? We're going to go into Page Manager, make sure it's set up correctly. All post. Oh, look. User error. Public reply, none. Flow, select the flow. This is what happens when I get distracted in the chat. Page Manager Public. Let's make sure everything else is still legit. Yes. Save. It was user error. This bad boy should work. Let's go back over to Facebook. Let's delete. Well, so I don't have to retype it. Yeah. Delete it. And now, refresh. And now, comment. If you guys want to go find Joe Mama's coffee and test it, like, oh, broski. That was unnecessary. Hey, where are you guys located? All right. This should be the winner here. This is the winner. I don't know when his birthday is, Doug, honestly. When he said that last night, I was like, maybe I need to go and like add it to my calendar. I'm a mom. I can barely remember like my own kids' birthdays. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Response. Hey there. We're a virtual platform based in Durango, Colorado. This is true. This is actually what the thing says, is that we're a virtual platform. So that's a legitimate answer. We're a virtual platform based in Durango, Colorado. While you won't find a physical store to visit, you can always swing by here for a virtual coffee chat. How can I help you today? What is the best bean for drip coffee? Yeah. Someone in the I think Facebook group maybe was building a bot for an e-commerce brand, and they were like, or someone, maybe it was someone in the Discord, and they were saying something like, what do I do if the client has concerns about how the bot should be responding? Like, what if it needs to respond to certain FAQs, but if they comment about something else, it responds differently? Well, like that is fully able to be fixed within the prompt and through functions. Like, everything can be done. I'm just like over here going, yep, we could do it. We can do it. I mean, certainly there are things we can't do. For instance, I was on a call yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that. And they wanted to know if I could build an AI chat automation for marketplace for a personal profile. Well, that's a no. Obviously there are no's, but with stuff like, can the bot answer specific questions about specific things? Yes. Yes, it can. Like, we can build that. So we don't have to worry about that. Look. For drip coffee, you can't go wrong with medium to dark roast Arabica. They offer a well-balanced flavor profile that's perfectly smooth for a rich cup of coffee. Just like a good playlist, it's all about finding the right notes for your taste buds. Ooh, I like that answer. You guys do realize how fast I built this chatbot, and look at how smart it is right now. Like, it's so good. Okay, so that's done. There was one other thing I wanted to show you. Man, we are flying through this tutorial today because it was that easy. I told you it was going to be fast. So we've done all the things I wanted to do, but we have time. So here's what we're going to do next is we're going to build a function, because I do think that here's the tier of client. You have this client who we're done. We've created an automation that they could put on their Facebook, they could put on their Instagram. It answers questions. This is great for people who have high, that need more engagement on their real estate agents. This would be great. Building out like comment growth tools for listings that you've trained on specific listings. We did that last week. So like this is your basic bot, right? Now, if you have a client who's like, well, I want to ask them, I want to get lead information, right? I want to ask them some questions. Okay, fine, let's do it. If you must, you've convinced me. The replay will be up, yes. Let's go to the settings. You guys stick around. If we have time, I'll show you how I built that backyard client of mine's chatbot, which was a lot of fun to build because you guys gave me so many ideas. So what are we doing? We're building a function. So we're going to go to integrations, OpenAI, scroll it down and go to functions. Now, again, just like comment growth tool with functions, you're going to need to pre-build flows. So don't go here first, but I'm going here first to show you what you're going to need. Okay. See my detect phishing attempt. It's already in there. All right, add. So here are the things you're going to need. We're going to need anything we're going to collect. We have to pre-create those custom fields if they don't already exist. So we have first name, last name, email, phone number. But if, for instance, in my client's account, I wanted to ask, what is the description of what you want to do in your backyard? So I went and I had to create that cuff. It's under flows. I have requested that we add it here though, because it drives me nuts that I have to leave. What's the next thing? What happens when the person signifies that they're interested in whatever this function is going to do? So in the example of my backyard company, I have it in the prompt. If the person makes any indication that they're interested in an estimate or work done on their backyard, I want you to ask these questions and then, what happens next? So this flow, what flow is triggered? This is what happens next. So after we've gathered all the information, what happens next? Okay. So that's what we need. Let's go build that flow. Oh, hello. Oh, my stomach. Maybe I do need to start eating my little snack here to keep going. What did I say I was doing? We're going to build a flow. Do you want to build a chatbot? Okay. So with this, there's so many scenarios, so many things we can do, right? So let's say, let's call this collect info. And in this case, I could create an action and I could send it to a Google Sheet. Which I would have to go into integrations, connect Google Sheets. It's very easy. I would add the sheet to my manage under Google Sheets, and I would send this information to Google Sheets. Or I could send it to Zapier. I could send it to Make. Literally, if we go over here into our settings, there's so many ways, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. Where do you need the content to go? Do you need it to go to Salesforce? Well, we don't have a direct integration to Salesforce, but we do have Make. We have Zapier. We have Pabbly. All of these can be used to send that information. Okay. Do we just want to send it to a Google Sheet? Sure. Or maybe a lead comes in and you want to send it to a Google Sheet and you want to notify somebody, well, you can set that up too. So there's a lot of ways. And you know what? I think the best way to show this is I'm going to show you something and I'm warning you now, I will come at you if you go and test this bot, because this is an actual active client chatbot. So don't go looking for this page and playing with it, because I will know and I will come at you and you've been warned. Okay. All right. Let's go to integrations. Let me show you the functions that I've built for this page, because I taught you guys how to do functions last week. It's so boring to teach it over and over again. No, I'm joking. I love it. OpenAI. I have a couple functions. I use functions maybe a little differently than most people, right? So we have that phishing detect attempt. I put that in all my client account. If we are connecting to Messenger, that is getting installed. I also have my backyard recommendations. This is actually a fun function I built based off of when you guys were testing it, which is with vision. We could do that with vision. We could certainly have a look at that. And then project photos. Someone was like, can you share some project photos? And I didn't have that built out. So what I did is I created a function. So if the user wants to see project photos, then it sends them to a flow called pretty pictures with different project photos in it. So the function is like a connect the dot. It's like an in-between. Not only, in this case, I didn't use it to save any data, but I used it to say, okay, if this happens, it's kind of the if this then that. It's almost like a conditional logic, right? In a sense, but a smart conditional logic. If someone's asking about photos, send them over here. So the function is what's doing that. Is the multilingual live video. Is this, yes, this is the Pepe. Welcome. Benvenidos. It is the multilingual. And it's like the first 20 minutes we did that. And it was wild. Okay, so that's one. And then the one that's more of like the lead gen one, right? This is the one most people are using functions for. So here I have the name is request estimate. And then what does it do? It allows users to request an estimate. And then what data am I going to collect? First name, last name, user email, phone number, address, project details, city, and zip code. And then I'm going to save those to these cuffs. First name, last name, email, phone, address, project details was one I created. That's a cuff I created. And then city, zip code. And then where does this go? And I'm going to show you where it goes. What flow is triggered? Estimate, follow up, flow. Yes. Okay. So we create the function and the flow looks like this. Oh, we just have to click it. So in this case, the flow is going to do two things. Number one, the very first thing that's going to happen is that we're going to send, and the AI is going to send a message. So here's the prompt. Very simple. You are a helpful assistant. Thank the user for submitting their information. Let them know we'll have someone reach out soon. That's its only job. Okay. That's all that is that done. You don't have to put the whole database. It doesn't need to know everything. It just needs to know what is its job. Okay. And then it goes to the actions. This is where the magic happens. These actions, first action, Google Sheet. So I integrated Google Sheets. It goes to the form. It fills out the form. So the Google Sheet is being populated. So I have a list ongoing. I can give it to the client. I also created, I don't know if you knew that you could do this custom stuff with Notify Admin. So I can say, is there, like, do I have a salesperson right now? I'm the only admin in the group, but is there an admin in the platform that is specifically going to follow up with these people? I could just send them a push notification. Right? However, I have it set up in the settings, how they want to be known. So I write new lead. This is what I wrote, new lead. And then I put the cuffs in here with the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number, and the address and the project details. So this, when a new lead comes in, it goes to Google Sheets and it goes to me, notification text with their first name, last name, email, phone number, address, project details. And that way, let's say I'm the salesperson. I get the push. I get it. Maybe it's a text. It depends. I'll show you what I mean by depends. All right. So that's the flow. This is where it goes from when the function's complete and it's gathered that information. This is where it goes. We'll get back to vision in a second. I had a question about vision in a second. All right. So if I go into my settings, because I got to explain all these pieces. Otherwise you guys are gonna be like, huh? And I go to manage my admin. By the way, you could do inbox team and just have people for those support levels. This is where you want to put your clients. But if I go into manage, because that's where I'm in, how are we getting notifications? Right now, I'm just getting an email. So I would get an email with new lead, first name, last name, phone number, email, project details. And I would get it like, cool, I'm going to call them. Hey, I just saw you like wanted an estimate, let's schedule a time, whatever. Yes, you can schedule it. I know some of you thinking, why don't you build a scheduler in the bot? Just because you can doesn't mean you have to. I had someone say, well, why? And it might be someone who was watching. They sent me a message because they tested this particular bot and they were like, you should make it so that they can upload a photo and you can do like the AI image generator to create like an AI image. I was like, no, I won't do that. And someone was like, you could do like AI could estimate your projects. I'm like, I don't want to do that because I know this client and I know this client wants to control the sales process. I just need to bring them the lead. Let the salesman do what the salesman does. I don't want to give inaccurate information because the AI decided it was going to tell them it's, we can do this backyard. Do you see it? It's going to cost 20 grand. When in fact, if they did that backyard, it's going to cost 200 grand. Okay. So you have to do what's best for the client and the end user. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So let's go into edit. And let's say instead of just email, I also get a browser notification and I get a messenger notification. So now I would scan this. Don't scan that. You're not going to be on my thing. And I'm going to then, because I turn those on, I'll get those things. Right now I'm not doing it. So that's how I built that function. And it essentially, I can test this here, let's go to, what did I say? If you want to get to the mic, where are we going? Settings. We'll test this one out real quick. Custom channels. I can test it. You can't test it. It's my client's bot. This is not on their website, so I'm not too worried. And they don't have full access to it yet because it's still kind of in beta. Welcome message. Where's my welcome message? Right there. All right. Authorized. Don't need to worry about it. Save. All right. So because I did this, now I have access to the mic and we're going to paste that in. So what were we going to test out? I was going to test out the estimate thing, right? Welcome to Texas Tradition Outdoors. How can I assist you today? Okay. I want to say... Yeah, I'm interested in having my pool redone and maybe putting in an outdoor kitchen. Can you help me with that? That's great to hear. We specialize in custom pool remodeling, outdoor kitchens. Would you like an estimate? So I put in my prompt, and I'm happy to show you guys the prompt, that if they make any indication that they might want an estimate, ask them first and then get into it. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I would love to get an estimate, please. All right, great. To provide you with an estimate, I'll need some information. Could you please provide me with your first name, last name, email, phone number, complete address, and project details? Cool. My name is Susan Noble, and my email is susan@notarealemail.com. My phone number is 123-123-1234. I'm only answering half the question, okay? Thank you, Susan. Could you please provide me with your complete address, including the city and zip, as well as some details about your project? This information will help. So in a rules-based traditional chatbot from a legacy platform, what would have happened if I would have only given half the information? It would have confused the crap out of the bot, right? I'd be like, cool. My address is 123 Somewhere Drive in Salina, Texas. Let's do this. I'm looking to have my pool remodeled and possibly have an outdoor kitchen and maybe a pergola. I'm not quite sure. I want to get an idea from you guys. So what you guys don't know, or maybe you do, in the back end, the function has been triggered at this point, and the bot has saved all this information, right? Let's go see real quick. Which account? I don't know which account I put it in. I think it's this one. I have too many accounts, y'all. Let's go to Sheets. Is Susan there? Look at Susan, Noble, email, phone number, address, city, zip. Looking for a pool remodel. Bam. Bam. Okay. So what happened is what I'm telling you what happened in the background is that I told, and I'm going to show you because I think it's really important that you see the actual, let's go to the actual prompt for this because it's all about the prompt. At the end of the day, it's all about the prompt. The prompt is the magic, right? Now, here are some things, again, with functions, right? Okay, here's the prompt. If the user asks about getting an estimate or seems interested in possibly hiring us, ask them if they would like to get an estimate. If yes, use function request _estimate. Ask them for their email, first name, last name, complete address, city, zip, phone number, project details. Hey, by the way, if you don't like that it asks all the questions at once, tell it in the prompt. Ask for the first name, last name, email. And then once they've provided that, ask for the complete address, phone, project details. Okay, so you can tell the prompt what you want it to do. The other thing you'll notice, functions, request estimate. You have to add all the functions here. This reminds me. Excuse me while I jump over to another account real quick. Where's Joe? Joe Mama. I forgot to do something. It's amazing how when you're running 1,000 miles per hour, you forget things. I didn't add the fishing thing. That's what I forgot. Sorry, I just remembered. Okay. So the AI is super flippin' smart. By the way, I did not set up the AI's voice, but let's test it. Do you guys also do turf grass?
At Texas Traditions Outdoors, we specialize in outdoor living spaces, custom pools, pool remodeling, and cedar and iron fencing. While we don't offer turf grass services, we can certainly assist you with creating a beautiful outdoor living space with our range of services. If you have any specific questions or need more information, feel free to ask.
All right, you get the point. The point is like, it's already done. If you tuned in anywhere in the last, we've been going for an hour and 22 minutes. If you've tuned in after the first 20 minutes, go back and watch the first 20 minutes, because we built an entire chatbot that was multilingual and with voice capabilities without even touching anything with voice, without even having to do anything really with language. 20 minutes, we had a full chatbot built that was multilingual and did voice. 20 minutes. Could you do that in a legacy platform in 20 minutes? I dare you to try. I dare it. It is insane what we can do. I just don't feel like building a function. You guys, I showed you last week how to build a function. We show you all the time. I showed you kind of the walk-in, the behind the scenes. I'm getting a little like lightheaded. I know I have a snack, so let me eat a snack and let's just do some Q&A for a little while, because we are so like running through this. Hit me with your questions while I grab a bite of my protein bar here. But don't make me do a function. I just don't feel like it. I'm sorry. I know you all love it, but I literally have taught it every single time I've gone live this week. To integrate voice, no, you do not need 11 labs, Pepe. You don't. It's just done. Look, I prove it. So this is the one I built this morning, Joe's Coffee. And man, now I feel like I should create a function. Let's see. Settings. You guys are going to hear me chew. I'm so close to you. Look at this. That's not even what I wanted. Integrations. You can absolutely add it. It's not added. It's not even in there and I can do it. Check it. My friend Pepe wants to know, what is the best type of coffee to drink on a Sunday?
Ah, Pepe has excellent taste in choosing coffee for a Sunday. For a relaxing Sunday vibe, I'd recommend a smooth and flavorful cup of medium roast Arabica coffee. Arabica beans offer a well-balanced flavor profile with pleasant acidity and a range of delightful notes, making them perfect for a leisurely Sunday morning or afternoon. Pair it with your favorite pastry or treat for the ultimate cozy experience. Enjoy your coffee-filled Sunday, Pepe.
Thank you. Enjoy that, Pepe. Friend. Hi, welcome. I highly suggest you go watch the first 20 minutes of this live broadcast and you will see very quickly how I built the chatbot. All right. Great question. So if we use ChatGPT 3.5, which by the way is already built in. It's already built in. Again, watch the first 20 minutes. I built the entire thing with 3.5. Yes, you already get the languages. You already get it. It's instant as soon as you connect your account. Instant. How do I use my own voice? Great question. Then you do need to go to 11 Labs and you need to create your own voice. This is not going to become an 11 Labs tutorial, but that would be a good live to do. 11 Labs. I have my own. And if you were here at the very beginning, I did this very fun one. Let's see if it's still in here.
Do you want to build a chatbot? Come on, let's dive in play. We left behind those rule-based bots. No code, no fuss, just AI clay. It once was hard, all lines and code, but now we found a better way. Just drag.
Okay, just so that we're clear, that was not me talking. That was my voice that I made inside of 11 Labs. So you would just sign up for 11 Labs. You do have to pay extra to get I think you can get a free account and just get like their pre-made voices, which are pretty good. But if you want to do your own voice or create like a custom voice, then you would need to pay extra for that in your account. And I don't know how much I pay. Honestly, I think it's like, I don't even know. And then you would connect 11 Labs and you would have to make some updates. And again, I don't want to make this an 11 Labs tutorial, but in your flows, you would want to change from OpenAI, from this audio, you're going to put 11 Labs. So it's just like a small change. I haven't done it yet myself. I know that, I want to say Ryan did a tutorial about this. So were you born awesome or did you have to learn how to be awesome? No, I learned this. Being awesome is learned. Truly is. Facts. Kelly, when we want to trigger a function, we must give the instructions to the prompt. For example, ask for the phone number, ask for the address, or we must put the instructions in the function. Both. It's in both. Let me show you the Urdu language. I don't know what the Urdu language is, but let me get back to you. We'll test it in a second. Let me answer this first question about functions. So just like in my account, let's go back to my client's account. Again, if I see you guys testing my client's account, I will come after you. I will ruin you. I won't ruin you, but I'll definitely reprimand you. I'll like be the mom and I'll be like, time out. Because I told you don't mess with my client's accounts. All right. So under the integrations, you'll see in the prompt, I have a thing here. If the user asks about getting an estimate or seems interested in possibly hiring us, ask them if they would like to get an estimate. If yes, use function request _ estimate. Ask them for their email, first name, last name, complete address, city, zip code, blah, 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 blah. Right? And then I also have the function listed here, request estimate. So that's good. And then in the function, we tell it what to save. Request estimate. So the bot's not going to save the information if you don't set up. Like the bot will ask the questions. You don't need the function to ask the questions, but what's the point of asking the questions if, edit, two things at once, if it's not saving it. So the function is basically working with, it's like the bot says, oh, this person's asking about this thing to request an estimate. It's asking about this thing. This makes sense. I'm going to pull this in and now I know what to save. So as I'm asking, the AI is doing this. I just am saying what to save. So in both places, I'm telling it what to do, essentially. Yeah, 11 Labs, you should be paying me. Love it. All right, let's check out this Urdu language. I don't know. Let's test it. Do you speak it fluently? Because if that would be very helpful. Let's go to ChatGPT and say something in Urdu. ChatGPT, my best friend. My best friend's name is Stella. She's in ChatGPT. Okay, what can we say? Let's ask my bot that I just built today about coffee in Urdu. Is it Urdu? Okay. Say the following in Urdu. What is the best type of decaf coffee for evening coffee drinking? Oh, no, you know what? I want to ask this question. I know I'm so particular about my questions. Traditionally, when should you drink an espresso and when should you drink a cappuccino? All right. Does it know Urdu? Listen, if ChatGPT knows Urdu, my bot's going to know it. Ready? Ciao, mamas. You ready? Let's test it. Now you got to tell me. Now we'll see. We'll get ChatGPT to tell me if it's right. Let's see what she said back. It's such a pretty looking language, though. My goodness, how beautiful is that? Translate the following to English. Ready? Let's see what she said. Correct. Different types of coffee are better at different times for various tastes. Traditionally, espresso provides a delicate and refreshing taste in the morning or afternoon, whereas cappuccino is often suitable for a leisurely moment in the afternoon or evening. Pair it with your favorite treat or snack and savor a special moment. Whether you prefer espresso or cappuccino, each has its own charm. Anyone else want to test a language? Come on. Come at me. When doing sentiment analysis as part of the bot for a client, how specific should I get in the prompt to get the grading? Negative, neutral, positive. Oh man, this is not a question for me. This is a question for Ryan because they do this. You can build in, and I haven't done it yet. That's why I can't really answer accurately. And I apologize for not being able to do that. But Ryan does this and Wendy does this because they in the chatbot for ChatGPT, for Chatbot Builder, when you go in to do a support ticket, it's going to ask what the answer is, or like how it's going to ask you at the end, like how was your visit or whatever, and it actually does read the sentiment, and then we export. This is kind of fun, kind of back behind the scenes stuff, and we export our chat history to Google Sheets, and then I use Gemini to analyze it. And do you guys want to see what I was able to do by analyzing data? Like this here alone, this is going to be huge. This right here is something you can charge for. Let's go to Drive, folders, clients. Where is it? Content machine. Look at all this content that I've created. These are all video ideas. Okay. Look, video ideas for days. Live video ideas. These are all specifically based off of the most common questions in our chat history. Blog ideas. Social media post ideas. This is all from analyzing our chat history. You can charge for this. Do you want to create, here's the service. Do you want to create the best type of content that specifically helps your ideal client find success using your tools and platforms? Cool. You need me. I'm going to build you the world's most advanced AI chat automation. And then on top of that, we're going to analyze the data and I'm going to be able to give you this awesome content idea machine. I'm just like giving away money. Urdu language text can convert to voice. It can, but you have to speak it to the chatbot and then it will respond. I can't speak Urdu and I couldn't read it if I tried. So I can't test it for you live, but absolutely. Like I did it earlier where I spoke here. I'll do it right now with Spanish. It supports over 50 languages. Oh my gosh. I apologize ahead of time. I already butchered this once today. You ready? This is Spanish. ¿Cuál es la mejor manera de preparar café en casa si soy nuevo en el consumo de café? It does not help that I do not have my glasses on and I can hardly read this thing. So it's going to respond to me in Spanish. So it will respond in any language because what's happening behind the scenes.
Excelente lección de empezar a explorar el mundo del café. Para los recién llegados al café, una forma sencilla y deliciosa de prepararlo en casa.
All right, you get the idea. So if it can support the written version, it will absolutely support the spoken word because all it's doing in the back end. Let me show you what's happening in the back end because I know for me, I like to know what's happening, right? So here's the AI. This is the speech thing that we have set up. It's already in your account. You don't have to do anything. It's already done. So I'm going to open this up. This is OpenAI. It's going to say, what is the account? All right, your purpose. You are here to answer questions from your customers or potential customers. The current date and time is in case it comes up. It's just giving examples. It's like basically an example prompt, okay? So it saves everything. And then it's going to convert it to text. So if the person writes in Urdu and then, or talks in Urdu, what it's doing is it's converting the text to speech. That's what's happening in this step. It's convert text to speech. You see, it's one of our drop downs, convert text to speech. Continue. And then it takes that text in the language that it's converting. It's converting in the language they used, and it's making it audio. So it's just using text. So if it can do it in text, it can do it in voice. That was the story. If the user is chatting in a language other than you speak, could you have translated summary sent to you? Oh yeah, like you can build that out. It's not built in, but like it would be a fairly easy, you know, when you export that. This is how I would do it. If you export the chat history, what I would do is I would have an AI action block. And again, this is in my head. I haven't tested it, but this is just me talking. I would have an AI action block that is a condition, right? So I'm going to say to the AI, if the user is speaking English, go here. Otherwise, go here. And if it's not English, the next action step is an OpenAI. Again, another OpenAI action. It's just ChatGPT. You're just prompting it to translate. So you're going to say, translate this to English, and then send the chat history. So just have the action step be OpenAI. And you use OpenAI like you use ChatGPT, basically. Like, translate this. Cool. A language spoken in parts of West Africa, including Ghana and Togo. Ew. It's called Ew. E-W-E. Let's try. If it's supported here, it's supported in my bot. If it's supported on ChatGPT, it's supported in the bot. So if you want to test any other language, if it's supported in ChatGPT, it's supported in the bot. Please have the following translated to you. I don't think it was going to spell it right. E-W-E. Let's see. What are we going to ask? What's the difference between a cappuccino and a latte? All right, let's try. Does that look right? I hope you guys speak the language that you're asking me. Let's go to Joe Mama's. Let's ask in you. Am I saying it right? Hopefully I'm not screwing it up. Let's translate it. Bro, come on. Stop it. This is ridiculous. I got to be blowing your mind right now. Translate the following to English. The world is so cool right now. It's so cool. I don't know what you're going to have me say, but I can't copy and paste your comments, unfortunately. So I can't type what you have there. But there you go. Like, that proves the point. There. Yes, it speaks. I'm totally trying not to butcher the language. Ew. Let's see. If the user is chatting, the language did that. For a sentiment analysis, you just have to explain in the prompt to analyze the conversation. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how many of you watched last night, the announcement that we made last night, but one of the things that we were talking about is, for those of you who are moving from a legacy platform, there seems to be a bit of a struggle to transfer like old school conditional logic rule-based chatbots into our platform, because we don't do that. I mean, you can, but don't, because they're archaic and they suck. Sorry, I know you spent like months working on that flow, but no longer is that necessary. I proved that today, building a freaking AI smart multilingual chatbot with voice capabilities in 20 minutes from scratch. But all you need to do is tell the chatbot what you want it to do. That is the prompt. So I can, I'm not going to do the full thing here, but I can basically go in here and be like, I don't know, what do I want the chatbot to do? I want to create a knowledge base with a prompt specifically stating that the job or the purpose of the AI assistant, who we will call Ava, is to welcome people who come into the chatbot and then ask them how they like to take their coffee and collect their first name, last name, and email address. That's just like an example. So like, just go in, write out what you want it to do, have ChatGPT make it better, and then put it in your prompt create a function to do the collection of what the three things I wanted, right? How do you take your coffee? I mean, if you want to save that, you don't have to save it. It could just be conversational. But if you want to save their answer, create a cuff, put it in the function. The function is collect information, right? So how do you take your coffee? First name, last name, connect the function, boom. You don't have to build the block that says, hi, first name, what is your favorite way to drink your coffee? And then like, it's the same for every single time they come into your bot. No, the AI is going to make it an individualized experience. And we can even add a condition that says, well, if they've done this before, don't do it again. What's your name? What's your last name? What's your email? They're going to be like, why do you need my email? And you're going to be like, because we want to send this awesome list of the best coffees in the entire world. And you're all like, oh, that does sound good. And they're like, cool, what's your email? Like, you can't do that with conditional logic bots. You just can't. Let me prove it to you. Let me prove it. Let's go to Stellar Media Marketing. Yes. No, not for free. Sorry. All right. This is mine. Mind you, I got lazy and I didn't finish it, but whatever. What was I going to ask it? Oh, do you have a guide or an agency blueprint that I can grab? I think that's what I called it in here. It's been a while since I've updated my own bot. Absolutely. To get the agency blueprint, we need your first name, last name, and email address. Why do you need my email? Can you see this all right? Oh, man, I hate when that happens. This is one of the things I have to fix. The header like gets involved. I understand your concern. We asked for your email so we can send you the agency blueprint. This way you'll have it in your inbox for easy access and future reference. We respect your privacy and won't use your email in any way without your consent. Cool. My email is kelly@stellar247.com. And that's not how I spell my name, bro. Check it. Check it. 1, 2. Great. Could you also provide your first and last name? See, I still haven't provided it yet. I'm sorry. I'm such a totally forgot. My first name is Kelly. My last name is Mirabella. They spelled my name wrong. Thank you, Kelly. Below is the link to access the agency scripts. Bro, what conditional logic legacy platform is able to do that? Where I'm like, I don't know if I should give you my email. And it would be like, what's your email? Well, I don't want to give you, why do you need my email? What's your email? I said, why do you need my email? It explained it to me. Cool, here's my email. Great. What's your name? Come on, stop it. This is too easy. I wonder who else can do this. Let's go here. Oh, I don't know if this is going to let me log into this because it'll log into my old profile. Okay, where's their chatbot? They don't have a chatbot. Cool. Let's go to, what is another one that you guys use? BotPress? Oh no, man. I don't use these freaking accounts. Where's their chatbot? Oh, I'm sorry. They don't have one. What's another one? Voice Flow? Is that a chatbot even? Zapier? Zapier's got chatbots now, right? Maybe. They sell them. Can it do what mine can do? Do they have a chatbot? Come on, stop it. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. Why are you using these tools that don't even have a flippin' chatbot? You're killing me, Holmes. Chatbot Builder AI. What's a question you guys want to ask? Oh, can I build voice activated chat automations on your platform? God, if it answers this wrong, I'm going to be all over support because this was something they were supposed to update. Absolutely. Boom. Hey. I don't know if it will work, but let's play because I know we're building one that's going to do this, but let's play with it. How do I learn more about how to build my first AI chatbot with Chatbot Builder? Do you guys have like a YouTube channel or something? All right, I'm going to tell you it's not going to perform the way I'm going to make it perform in the future. We'll see. We'll test it. We're testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's probably going to give me a link if it responds at all. I might have confused it. All right, we'll give it a second. I think I broke your bot.
Hey, somebody on the support side, I'm pretty sure I just broke your bot. Can you fix that? Not your bot. All right, they'll know. They'll know. So basically what I would do, what I'm going to do for Chatbot Builder, this is one of the updates we're making, is that when someone asks for a something like a video, we're going to use the functions. Let me give you an example here. You guys keep those chat-based. Yeah, we'll go check it out. We'll go check it out in a second. Channels, web chat. I don't want to embarrass them, but damn. How you going to be the world's best chatbot builder and not even have a flippant chatbot? They're afraid I'm going to test it and prove that mine is better. The one I built in 20 minutes is better. Come on now. Come on. All right, let's see. This is, again, my client's account. You use it, I'll break you. I'll come after you. What was I going to ask? Oh, I want to see some photos. Hey, do you have any photos of some of your projects? So what you want to do is create a function that is going to pull, I want to see their pools, that's going to pull another flow, and whatever you put in the flow, like it could be a dynamic gallery. I just have a basic carousel gallery here that you can go through. It's like, here's some photos. But let's say, for instance, I want, and this is something I'm going to do with CBB, it's something I'm going to do with my own, is that if someone's like, hey, I need a tutorial on this, I'm going to build a function that's going to be like, here's a playlist of everything you want to know about this thing, right? So if you want to learn about how to do the agency, how to run an AI agency, I have an entire playlist. So I would have a function, and in that function, it would connect to a flow, and it wouldn't have any cuffs, just like the one I showed you for this. The back end of this, because I know you guys are curious, let's look at the back end function of that one where I'm just like, yo, I just want to see some photos. Integrations, OpenAI function. This is another way to think about functions. It can send things. It can send them to specific flows with different prompts, okay? So project photos. You see, no cuffs, nothing's collected. It's called project photos, allows the user to see photos or projects, including pools and patios. It goes to this flow. Continue. What does our prompt look like? Is the prompt different? I bet you guys could guess the answer. Probably need to put something in the prompt, right? Okay, if the user would like recommendations for their existing backyard, oh, this is vision. We didn't talk about vision yet. So I definitely have a place in here where I tell them, yo, and then I put my estimate thing in here. Everything's here. See, all my functions. So this is another way. So if I'm going to go into a chat and I'd be like, hey, I want to know more about this video, then I would build a function and it would send that video. This is for you course creator people out there, right? Like you could create an entire course in here. Pretty wild, right? I found a potential bug, which I have reported. If you use your phone in take photo or video, it renders the same photo. You know, I saw this, Danny. I saw this in Discord, and I know that someone on our team was having the same problem. I think it was Ruben. You guys know him as Ben. So we are working on that, but I tested this out, and it worked. And you guys want to know what vision looks like, right? Like, check it. Check it. 1, 2. I don't know if I have to, like, you know what I need to do? Let's start from the get. Can assist you to, well, no, let's just upload a photo. Just like some random backyard photo over here to sort. I know there's a photo I usually use where I'm like, what can I do with this? Let's do this one. All right, let's see if it works because it's kind of out of the scenario. So I'm going to send the photo. And then it's going to basically on the back end in the flow that's built for this, it is the flow is already built, but I have the flow that's default in your account is basically I'll show you guys how I set it up. I don't know. It takes a long time, just so you know, which is why that usually when I ask for the photo, it'll actually say something like, actually, I know this isn't going to work because I'm not in the right spot. I have it set up in a very specific spot. Let me just show you the back end. Vision, where are you? Special flows. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't break the client's bond. Vision. All right, this is what mine looks like. So this is what I have it say. Please upload a photo of your outdoor space. Only upload one image
It may take a moment to generate a response. I have to tell them that. Set expectations. Otherwise, it just takes a long time because the AI is looking at the photo going like, someday it'll be faster. All right, so this is right here. This is a user input. I am actually using a user input. Isn't that amazing? I know, you guys. I mean, I'm sure you could do it with functions, but this is just sometimes the easiest road is the best. So it's a file. And then we're going to save the response to a custom field. So save the file to AI image request. That's where I saved it. You save it wherever you want. And then we can have a skip button if they want. Save. All right. So the next block, so it's going to go here, is when the AI takes over. You're going to notice I have 2 OpenAIs. You're going to see why. And this is going back to saving, fixing the issue I had with the asterisks. It was driving me nuts. All right. So this is a drop down. And usually you guys are using generate text or generate text advanced, but there's other options. And one of them is analyze the image, right? So that's the one we chose. And then the prompt is, excuse me, what's in the image? Never use a star asterisk in your response. That's it. Save the response to a custom field. The response from the AI is going to be saved under recommended image. Again, you could save it to whatever, but to keep it consistent. Next AI prompt. This is where, so you have to put these in order of how you want them. So in the next one, I'm using generate text advanced. Please give suggestions on how Texas traditions can improve the space based off the information in where we saved the photo. It like read the photo and it would usually come up with text. Well, I'm putting that here and I'm telling now another prompt saying, take the information that you got from the photo and now give recommendations on how Texas traditions can fix that. And then I'm like, stop using asterisks, you're killing me, Holmes. User message is recommended image, save response to AI text, no functions necessary, remember the conversation, continue. Next block is going to be, it's going to share their recommendations, and then I wait 2 seconds, and then I put this little disclaimer. Please remember that these are only preliminary suggestions, and we will be able to make much better suggestions once it's rocking and rolling. Okay. Publish. Oh, take photo or video. Good to know, Danny. Thank you. I will report that to the team. Let's do it in web chat because someone wanted to see what Vision can do. All right. So this is why it has to work. Now, listen, if I want Vision to work with a function where the AI is like, oh, this person has a photo, which is actually how I have it. Hey, if I ask the bot, can you give me some suggestions based off a photo? It will recognize that, find the function and be like, yes. Why, yes, I can. All right, so let's upload a photo again. I should get a really crappy photo of like my backyard. Be like, what can you do? Okay, it's going to take a second. While it takes a second, I got a message here I got to check from Ryan, and he's probably yelling at me about telling you guys about the secret menu. Boom. Check it. Read it. Be excited. That's what Vision can do. Okay. Anyway, now you notice no stars. Remember earlier when I had my Joe Mama bot was giving me stars? This is how you fix it. Just add it to the prompt. The prompt is the key to everything. So consider adding more Texas-themed decor, such as cowboy hats and boots. Offer interactive exhibits and activities. Firsthand, no, this is all wrong. Create a designed area of live music performance. Okay, so obviously this is in the prompt. This is not, I'm glad we tested this. But anyways, then it says, please remember, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then what I would do to fix this, and this is something I'm going to do offline. I'm not going to fix it here. But I would go in to the second prompt, which handles the recommendations. Second prompt, not this one, this one. Okay, second prompt. Traditions outdoors, space based off information in. And then what I would do is give information here about Texas Traditions. Texas Traditions Outdoors specializes in backyard remodels and construction with over 15 years of experience in pools, patios, pergolas, fencing, outdoor kitchens, and turf. Always make sure the recommendations you give are in line with what Traditions Texas traditions can do. Now, I'm doing this really quick right here, but you best believe this is for my client. I'm going to go back and clean this up. Okay. So now it's in the prompt. It's always in the prompt, right? Publish. I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to keep uploading documents. But basically at this point, when I upload the document, it's not going to say stupid crap like a live music performance. No, man. You just have to tell the prompt a little bit more information. That's all. That's it. All right. So let's look at some comments here. And then we'll close out for the day because we've gone 2 hours. And you know my limit is 2 hours, friends. Let's see. This one. And another one. All right. Let's see. Happens the best. Amazing. Oh, what's the difference between Auto GPT and the default reply? Any preference? So Auto GPT works right out of the box. It runs off of your master knowledge base. I like to use it because I'm lazy, and most of the bots I'm building are pretty straightforward and they're pretty advanced because everything we do is, when I say they're simple bots, man, not in our platform, but I just like them. It works right out of the box. But sometimes you want more control over the default message. And in that case, you would use the default message flow, build it how specifically you want it. And then maybe you want it to, do things different. I don't know what your preference is. I don't know. And then if that's the case, you're going to turn off Auto GPT and you're going to assign your message. It just gives you more control, essentially. Most people can just use the Auto GPT, but honestly, like default message is really powerful. And if you just joined like after the first 20 minutes, definitely go watch the first 20 minutes of this video. We built a chatbot that was multilingual, so fast it'd make your head spin. I already answered that question. Let's see. Kelly, you should do so many awesome things. If you did a tutorial on some of the ways you use 11 Labs, that would be great. One of the ways is I created that crazy music thing. That was fun. The intro today was that. Sentiment. Oh, we already talked about that. Yes, this is actually very true. A quick observation. CBB is so easy and we make it difficult. And that's because of, brainwashing from legacy platforms. I don't know if it's called, brainwashing. It's just, that's the way we learned it. Like when I remember like over a year ago, Ryan started being like, hey, you should check this out. Like, please, will you check it out? I think you'll love it. And I was just like, I just don't want to learn another thing. Like, I'm just so burnt out. I don't want to learn another thing. Cause I'm thinking like the old school way, like I'm gonna have to learn how to build flows and I don't want to do it again. But like, once he showed me, we got into Zoom and he was like, all you have to do is this. And I was like, oh no, this is crazy. I built an entire chatbot today that was instantly multilingual and had spoken word language in multilingual capabilities out of the flipping gates in less than 20 minutes. Don't tell me you can do that in a legacy build. You just can't. How do you give instructions to request the data one by one and not all the same? That instruction is given in the prompt or in the instructions or both. I haven't been able to do that. Do it in the prompt. It's in the prompt. And you do have to do some tweaking, but it is in the prompt. Another thing you could do is if it's too much, you can, like if you're finding maybe you have too many questions and it's just like overwhelming the system, I would, and this is a theory, but I do think it would work. If you have more than, let's say 5 questions, but you don't want it all throwing it out and you've tried the prompt and it's still doing it, split it into 2 functions. Just do 2 functions. Do the first half questions function, second half questions function. But don't do like a function for each question. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. You can solve a lot of this in the prompt. Okay, we went through the language stuff. We talked about that. Do you know any way you can video YouTube or any video dub translate for free? Not for free. I do translate and dub all of my videos into Spanish and they go out every Saturday. Not all of them. The lives is too expensive, but I use HeyGen. I don't know. It costs money. Like I do 4 videos a month, maybe 5 videos a month, and it costs like $59. So, but it's worth it to me. Chatbase. Oh, you want me to? Oh man, I feel like I've been mean enough to these people. Why would you wonder why these popular bot makers don't even have a chatbot on their own website? You would wonder why. Yeah. Like if you're a builder, like are you not proud of your thing? Seriously. Oh, we talked about the bug. Thank you. Let's talk about setting up the flow. I showed you that. It works. Okay, I saw that. Whoever wrote the title of this video that was me. But that's how I am. You'll learn this about me is I'm going to be like, we're going to talk about this. But then after we're done, I'm going to like give you the world. That's why, friend. That's why they call me the queen of chatbots. Does Vision work with 3.5 turbo or 4? It's 3.5 turbo. All the things I show you are in 3.5, and that comes with your account. Did you know that assistants work with 3.5? Just saying. At least that's what I was told. Internet issues. I missed the stream. I asked for free video Yeah, I already told you the answer. No diss intended for legacy platforms, just the facts, Jack. That's right. That's right. Facts. Queen has spoken. Ooh. Okay, friends. We've done so much today. Let's recap. The first thing we did is we set up a full chatbot, which you could play with for the next 5 days. 5 days? You guys want to play with it? You want to give you the link? I'll give you the link. 3 days. You know what? I could even make it a pro so you could play with it for a while. But definitely for the next 3 days, you can go mess around with it and break it, and then I could fix it. The other day I built this chatbot for Texas Traditions, and I put the link in Discord. I was like, go fix it or go play with it. And I had one screen open looking at the chat and one screen open fixing as I went. And I had that thing pretty quickly built. All right, where are we going? Joe. No, it's not Joe's. It's Joe Mama. And she has a logo. I might already be in it. I am. Let's go to settings. I'll give you guys the link. You can go play with it. I do a QR code. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? QR code? Link? Let's do a QR code. Why not? That's going to be under marketing. Oh, no, first I do need to go here because I want you to be able to talk to it. And to do that, again, we made a change. It's not a bug. The microphone just has been moved. Yes, it's a couple extra steps, but trust me, it's worth it because it fixes some cross-contamination of links and stuff. You don't want that. You don't want bad links, man. You just don't. All right, here's the link. I'm going to put it in this chat. If you're watching the replay, you're going to have to wait a second. You can go play with it. If you want, you can also look up Joe Mama's Coffee on Facebook and play with it there. Or we can go to marketing. Look, you're going to learn something else today. Look at all these cool marketing tools. QR generator. You don't have to pay extra for a QR generator, you crazy kids. Select the flow. Let's do the welcome message. Generate it. There. Can you see? No, you can't see that because I don't have the screen on, but you're going to see it in a second. Scan it. Scan it. I'll make it bigger for you. 800. Actually, I don't want to regenerate it. There, just scan it. Can you see it? You could see it. You could scan it. You could play with it. I honestly don't know, though. I'm going to have to ask Ryan about this. Let's just test it right now. Let's just do it right now. Well, that's my face. Hold up. I'm scanning it myself. I love a QR code. I've always been a QR code fan. Let's continue with the web chat. Yeah. See, this is what I was worried about. This is what I want to talk to Ryan about. Our QR code should use the link that has the mic because I want the mic. Mic drop. But you guys can go play with that. You can go play with this account. Some of you might have already found it. It's going to be active for the next 3 days. Maybe I'll throw a different post up. Look, 8 comments. Coffee is my jam. Let's see what my business backpack said. That's the spirit. Coffee is like the music for the soul. Each cup a delightful note in your day. What's your go-to coffee style when you're jamming? Answer, Americano. Ah, classic. Look at this. You guys, come on. You can't sell this? You can't sell this? Stop it. You can't sell this? Come on now. Stop it. This AI bot is having a full-on conversation. Ah, classic. Joe Mama's Coffee Americano is like a smooth jazz riff in a cup, bold, rich, and oh so satisfying. Ready to jazz up your day with the perfect brew. Stop it. You want your engagement rates to go up? CBB, baby. You want to, turn comments into customers? CBB. You want personalized experience? How long have how long has digital marketing coaches and business coaches been screaming at you to do personalized marketing? They're talking old school. They're like, segment your list. Yeah, that's like foundational. Like you should be segmenting your list, but also the AI CBB. we're able to respond specifically in the language the user is using to their comments. And it's all in the prompt. It's all in the prompt, baby. Oh my gosh. I'm impressing myself today. That's how excited I am. Anyway, you can go play with it. I might throw another post up here to, maybe I'll have a post. I'll go make a post that says something like, oh my God, you guys are going to make me do it right now just because I want to. Stick around. Usually I see a drop off on viewers at this point in my old life. People are like, I'm tired. But I'll tell you what, the CBB crew, the Chatbot Builders, they don't mess around. They're like here for all the learnings. All right, this is my logo. I don't want to mess up my beautiful logo. So I just want to remove this thing. Boop, like that. And then we're going to put like that. And then we're going to take this like that. And then we're going to go like this. What should we, what's your favorite way to drink coffee? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do, what's your coffee question? Coffee question. Wah, wah, wah. What's your burning coffee question? Probably don't need I like the way that capital Q looks though. Maybe I do want it capitalized. I just know it's not as easy to read when you capitalize everything like titles. You see how I tell you I'm done? I'm like, have you guys seen, many of you are babies, but have you seen The Godfather? It's the third Godfather, by the way, one of my favorite movies. And he's like, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. That's how I feel sometimes. I feel like this color needs to be a different color. It needs to be this color. Bow, 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 bow. Let's make it bigger. Bow, 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 bow. Squish it in. You guys, I spend way too much time on graphics sometimes just because it's so fun. And then let's take this thing, just this one, like that, and we'll put it in the corner like this. Make it small, like this, so people know that this is Joe Mama. Are you guys enjoying this? Or are you just like, she has gone off the deep at this point? Oh no, that needs to be updated. Do you guys use a whole lot of Canva? Canva is life. Joe Mama Coffee. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to do this. All right, so before we do this, let's go share. Let's go download it. JPEG. We are definitely going to make this bigger. Let's go all the way. Maybe not that far. That's good. Let's do 1,000 by 1,000. We only want this one page. Done. Download it. We are addicted. Isn't that the truth? Love it. Okay, this is going to be called Coffee Question. Save it. Check this out. You guys, we're going to build a bot real quick because we are addicted. If you're still with me, let's build a bot. I mean, the bot's built. We're going to adjust the bot. Let's go in here. It's this one. Let's go to flows. Honestly, we could just send them to our default message. I'm not going to lie. Like that's really all I need to do. But that's not what I'm going to do. Let's see. We're going to go to add. We're going to call this public. No, we already have a public reply. Let's go. I think she's already. Oh, wait. I know. Honestly, I don't even have to do anything. It's already done. Like, this is going to cover it. It's already done. Watch this. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to circle back into Joe Mama's as the admin. I'm the page now. I don't even have to do anything with the bot. It's built, bruh. It's built. Let's post something. Where do I go to like create a thing? I always use Agorapol, so I'm like, I don't know how to post. How do I post? Here we go. We're going to post a photo. We're going to just boop. Check this out. You guys want to see something cool? Let me show you something. So I don't know if you know this, but one of the other things I do with my clients, one of the main things I do with my clients is content marketing and social media marketing. This is why I taught like at the beginning of the month, AI agency, like how to sell other services. And I get an entire month of content done in 2 hours because I know how to do it. Let's see. And this is how this is one of the ways I do it. So let's go to Joe Mama's coffee question. Check it. No, stop. Too exciting. I want you to write a short and concise, no more than 5-sentence Facebook caption to go along with this image. This is for Joe Mama's coffee. The tone of voice is friendly with a little bit of humor and always a touch of coffee. And let's spell Joe Mama's right. Joe Mama. Are you ready? Boop. Let it work for me. I love to have a my ears hurt. Caught in the whirlwind of espresso thought, spill the beans below with your steamiest coffee conundrum. Answers with a dash of wit and a whole latte of love. Oh, I love a pun. I love it. Let's do it. Let's throw it in. Boop. Okay. Post. It's already done. The AI chatbot can do this. So you guys go ask your questions. AI chatbot's going to be answering them. Now, if I have a specific post where I want to like get leads, then I would build a different chat automation that would also send a private message, and that's different. I have videos for that on my channel, Baby Got Bot, so you could check that out. But if you guys want to go play, if you want to go build a chatbot, just look for Joe Mama's Coffee. This bot is going to be active for the next 3 days for you to play with. I already put up the QR code. I'll do it again if I must. I don't think it's still up, so I'm not going to do it again. You go back and look for it. And that's it. I think I've answered all your questions. Is this my second live today? No, unless you live in another country and you're still awake. I was live last night. This is my first live of the day, and hopefully my last live of the day, because today is video day and I need to go record some videos. So anyways, there it is, you guys. I hope that this was helpful. Was this helpful? I'm going to need you to, like share it with your friends and tell the people and like be like, why are you not using Chatbot Builder AI yet? Because seriously, this is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N. Okay. Anyways, y'all have a great day. If you miss the first 20 minutes of this video, do yourself a favor and watch the first 20 minutes, because legitimately, as the title indicates, fast, multilingual chatbots. And we did it in 20 minutes. And then we stuck around for another hour and 40 minutes and just learned some other stuff. So have a great one, and I will catch you on the flip.